Yeah, yeah, that's true.
This is Joker, the 2-year-old, basically untouched Andalusian gelding here at Can Do Equine. And this is the first time I've sat on him and asked him to go somewhere. So he's already learnt, as you can see, hips to the fence, and he moves his hips across to the fence very nicely for me. And I'm just going to get on and off him a few times here, standing by the fence while he's nice and quiet, before I ask him to actually go anywhere. I'll just move around the saddle a little bit and make sure he's quite comfortable with me doing that. Now the next time I get on, I'm actually going to ask him to walk around and do a few circles. And all we do today is just a few sort of figure of eights, and we stay in the round pen, just stay and walk, do some figure of eights, make sure that he's comfortable going both directions, that he gets a good look at me up there from both directions, and he does very nicely. First rides are, always very short and never very pretty, and this one is no prettier than any other. It's actually no different from any other first ride at all. And I think that I was on him for about 5 minutes. Joker seemed reasonably confident with the ride. He is chewing on the bit a lot and opening his mouth a bit, but you've got to remember he's only had the bridle on 5 or 6 times now in total, so he's not at all used to it. And I think a lot of the chewing that was going on was probably nervousness with me riding him for the first time. So when I ask him to walk, I cluck at him and I just wiggle my legs around a little bit, so there's some movement there of my legs, and I wait until he walks. And as soon as he steps off, I stop making any noise at all and my legs stay still. Even at this very early stage, it's worth being very aware of what your cues are. If your cue for go forward is a verbal cue, keep cueing him verbally until he actually moves forward, and then remember to stop cueing him, because otherwise he's going to expect you to ask him to move forward all the time. And the same goes with your legs. If you've ever ridden one of those horses that you have to squeeze, or even worse still, kick for every stride that you ride, you'll understand exactly what I mean. And now is the time to teach your horse. You'll be given a cue, and it might be I might touch you with my leg, or it might even be a verbal cue, and that means to do that thing until I ask you to do something else. So I really want him to walk until I ask him to trot or to halt.